Hello guys, and welcome to a sales shopping haul video. As you guys probably know, the Christmas/January sales, I feel like I can't call them January sales anymore because they start like before Christmas. But regardless, the January sales are on, as you all will know. And I thought I would share with you what I picked up in the sales this year. I actually haven't done any shopping in store. This is all online shopping. And because of that reason, I was kind of debating whether or not to show you the stuff that I'm not keeping versus the maybes and the stuff that I'm definitely keeping. But I thought I'm just going to show you all of it and ask your opinion on a few things that I'm not sure on. But I'm also going to show you the stuff that's going back too. And just a little bit of a disclaimer here. I ordered an absolute ton of stuff, and the reason behind this being that I know at least 50% of the stuff that I order online usually goes back because it doesn't fit right or whatever. So I knew that I wouldn't be keeping all of it. So I think on average I've got like one, maybe two things from each order that I'm keeping. Actually, it's one thing from each order. And I thought I would share it with you all today. So starting off with the 4 things that I am definitely keeping from the sales this year. I feel like I got some really good bargains as well. The sales have been really good. The first thing I picked up were a pair of shoes from Aqua Zara that I've had my eyes on something similar to these for a while, and I saw these and I just thought they were perfect. I ordered these via Louisa Via Roma. I think they were 50% off. Most of the things I ordered were 50% off or more. But the shoes that I went for were these ones. And I absolutely love these. I think they're so chic. I will find the name of them for you there. Casablanca suede 85mm pumps. And as you can see, they have a really beautiful kind of pointed toe. And they have the 85mm heel, which is kind of like a granny heel in a way. But I feel like in this shoe, it looks high enough to still be kind of sexy, but it's not super high. And no joke, when you wear these, they feel like you are wearing flats. Super comfortable. They have the thick ankle strap, which I was a little bit nervous about because I don't have the longest legs. I was nervous that they were going to be too wide. I think they just about work for me. I really like them. I think they're going to be comfy. Suede shoes like this are normally more comfortable than leather ones, so I am optimistic for that. I got them in a 38, like I said, 50% off. Very, very happy with those, and they are definitely staying in my collection. I feel like they're a very kind of classic staple shoe, and quite versatile as well in terms of wearing them with jeans or with bare legs or long with short, whatever. I feel like you could kind of wear them with everything. So I was very, very happy to find those. I did also order some other things from Aqua Zara, another pair of boots actually from Aqua Zara, which I'll show you in a bit because I'm not keeping those. The other thing that I ordered was something from the Outnet, and I have to say this was on my Christmas wish list and I didn't get it for Christmas, so I went back on the website and it was even more discounted. I think it was about £60 from, I feel like it was from 200 and something, or maybe like 180. But this is from a brand that I've never shopped from before. It's Walter Baker, and I feel like it was like WW2 or something by Walter Baker, but it is this sheer white shirt, and I think this is absolutely beautiful. The fabric of this is really, really light and delicate, and I feel like the images online didn't really do this justice. I'm super happy with this. It has a really beautiful, intricate embroidered detail on it. I think it would look great with like leather leggings, just worn casually, or you could wear it kind of a little bit more formally, like with a skirt or something. I feel like it's really lovely. And there's not much more I have to say about that. It's a very, very sheer fabric though. I definitely need to get something to wear under it because I have like lots of slip things like what I'm wearing now, like bodies and stuff in black and some in nude, but I feel like I need probably like a cream or a white one to go underneath this. But I really like that. And so yeah, I'm keeping that. And then the other thing that I'm definitely keeping is from All Saints. I actually only ordered a couple of things from All Saints. One was a last minute Christmas present for my mum, which arrived just in time. Their delivery is amazing, actually. I ordered my mum a dress, but I also got this, because the All Saints sale started like way before Christmas. I also ordered this, which is a plain black t-shirt, but then it has this kind of chiffon tie detail on the front. Really plain, but I feel like it's something that I will wear a lot. I got a small, and I was umming and ahhing whether or not to get a medium, because I like my t-shirts kind of baggy, but actually this is quite an oversized cut. which I would bear in mind if you're looking for something like this. I think this was 20 something pounds, £24 to be precise, because it was 50% off and it was originally 48. So I was happy with that. I think it's something I'll get a lot of wear out of. I feel like I do need to up my staples game in my wardrobe as well, which is why I was happy to get that, because I tend to, especially in the sales, I tend to gravitate towards like statement. I've got a cold, it's really hard to say certain words. I tend to gravitate towards statement items rather than classics, and I feel like I need to change the habit of a lifetime. Anyway, and the last thing I'm definitely keeping is the biggest purchase that I made, and I'm very, very excited about this because I've wanted it for ages. I ordered this from Net-a-Porter, and it is this maxi cardigan slash dress from a brand called We Are Leonie, and this is a brand, I followed them. I'm going to show you the close-ups because it's going to be really hard to see this in real life. Me talking about buying classics, not statement. I mean, you can't get much more statement than this black and white stripy dress. Anyway, regardless, so this is a brand that I follow on Instagram, and I remember the first time I saw their stuff, I was like, oh my god, I need one of those. Love them. Look them up, and they're about 500. I think this full price is £550. I was like, okay, maybe not then. But I saw this in the Net-a-Porter sale, and I think it was 35 or 40% off. Still definitely like consideration. I was like, do I get this? Do I not get this? But I'm actually going to an event in January that I think this will be perfect for. And I also think it's very versatile. So I kind of talked myself into getting it from that perspective, because with this, and you'll see the way it fits, it's very open. So you can wear it very casually, like say over a bikini or over jeans and a t-shirt, or you can wear it with a slip underneath it as like a formal gown. So I feel like it is quite versatile. I also think that this print in particular is super flattering because of the way the stripes are designed. So they've got the vertical stripes down where your hips are, and then the horizontal stripes like on your stomach area, and it just nips everything in. It's like an optical illusion. Anyway, so I was super happy with this. I must also say the size has come up pretty small. Like I got the small medium. They do extra small slash small, small slash medium, and then medium slash large. And I ummed and ahed whether or not to exchange this for the medium large. And I've decided to keep this one because I think it is the right size. It's just the way they're cut. They're very open. So they basically come down to your belly button open. So you have to have something to wear underneath it. But I'll show you in the close-up anyway. Super happy with that. So that was definitely like the biggest kind of splurge item. Even though actually the shoes were a similar price, but I feel like they're more of a classic kind of like item that you would wear. You get a lot of wear out of over the years, whereas this is like a clothing item. I feel like that with accessories versus clothing anyway. Like I'm way more likely to splurge on accessories than I am on clothing. Anyway, so moving on to the maybe list, and I want your guys' opinion on whether or not I should keep these items. There's 4 items on the maybe list, okay? And the first one is another pair of shoes from Rupert Sanderson, and I love these. I really love them, but I'm thinking, how much am I going to wear them? So I'd love to know your opinion on how you would style these if you like them. If you don't like them, tell me as well, because that's fine. Not everybody likes the same things. So these are the Comet mesh flocking star shoes. I think they're just called the Comets. Anyway, so these again were about 50% off, I believe. And the reason, like kind of what inspired me to buy these was definitely the Jimmy Choo shoes that look kind of similar, that are sparkly, but they're like £1,700 or something crazy. I saw these and I was like, wow, those are pretty similar and nowhere near as expensive and a lot more wearable in my opinion, because they look like this. You can tell why I bought them, right? They're covered in stars. They are made out of a really beautiful fine nude mesh, and they have like a little leather like piping around the edge, and then they have a kind of velvet flocking material star design all the way around the base and up the heel. Really beautiful. I am just slightly like hesitant about how much I will wear them, and I'm being sensible here because my heart wants to keep these shoes because I love them, but I feel like it's the kind of shoe that you would potentially need to be wearing kind of a block color, or not a pattern anyway. I was gonna say all black, but you could definitely wear like a color with these and then something else. But what do you guys think? To keep or not to keep? They're very, very beautiful. Anyway, so those were via Matches, which actually are, I like Matches kind of stock is really good. I find like out of Net-a-Porter matches and browns, if I'm looking for something specific, matches usually have it. I also ordered a few things from the Selfridges sale online. I was gutted I couldn't make it, or so far after Christmas I haven't been able to make it down to the Selfridges sale, because in the summer I picked up some amazing things from the Selfridges sale. But I ordered 3 things, and they're all from the Kooples, and they were all 50% off. So the first thing is this Western belt, and I really like this. However, I feel like I should have ordered a small. I ordered a medium because my theory was if I get a medium, I can probably make it small enough to wear around my waist, but big enough to also wear around my hips, whereas with a small it would just be around my waist. However, I feel like I'm more likely to wear it around my hips, and it fits like this around my hips, so I feel like the buckles are too close together. But I do really like it, so I might exchange this for a small. I really love this kind of brushed, it's almost like a antique bronze or antique brass kind of finish, and I like it because it's different to silver. Like I have a lot of belts with silver hardware, I don't have many gold ones, and if I do have gold ones, I have one Sandro gold belt that I really love, but it's shiny gold, whereas this is a little bit more casual than the shiny gold. I feel like I would wear it a lot, but I think maybe I need to exchange it for the small if they still have it in stock. But yeah, that was another thing that's kind of on the maybe list. And then the other 2 items from the Kooples, one of them is a dress and one of them is a tunic. So the dress, I think, is going to go back. Like, I'm more on the no than the yes for this. What do you guys think? So it is this midi dress, and it's got, it's like a black base with like a pink floral print. I feel like the Kooples are really good at taking styling photos, and if you look on their website, you'll see this. They're very like Instagram, kind of rocky, edgy in their styling, and it works really well. This on me, something about it feels granny, but it looks super cool on the model. But I don't know. It's kind of, I think it's the way the skirt is kind of tiered. I'll try it on so you guys can see, but I feel like it would look cool if you wore it, say, over leather leggings or with some really kind of like pointy, like ankle boots with a nice like belt, like a studded belt or something to kind of give it a bit of an edge, as opposed to make it quite so feminine, because it is a very feminine print. But yeah, so that is the dress. I think that one is going to go back. And then this one I'm completely 50-50 on, because Mike loves this as well, which totally threw me. Whenever I buy stuff online, I always ask Mike what he thinks, and usually if I'm on the fence, he will not like it. He's very like opinionated about that kind of stuff. So if I really like it, I don't care what he thinks, but if I'm on the fence, I'll always ask him. And he really likes this, and it threw me because I thought he wouldn't. So it is a kind of tunic shirt, and it's very flouncy. This is what makes me kind of hesitant about it, because it has something quite like Harry Potter-esque about it, like wizarding robes. Think about that vibe. However, I think it would look kind of cool, again, with leather leggings or with some like skinny jeans and like nice like black heels. It has this kind of like multi-coloured, like shimmery effect to it, which I actually didn't realise this was going to be this colour. I thought they were going to be silver from the pictures, or gold, like just like a metallic. I didn't realise it was going to be like rainbowy effect, which I actually quite like. But yeah, I'm not sure on this. It's also very like big fitting. I feel like this would be an amazing pregnancy top. And I'm like thinking for like the next few years, I'm like, oh yeah, if I could have another baby, I would wear this all the time. But yeah, so that is the other top. Let me know what you guys think of that, and if you guys are a fan. So that is it for the yeses and the maybes. Moving on to the nos. I ordered a tiny little Chloe bag from the Net-a-Porter sale, and I was actually so disappointed because I thought this was going to be so amazing, and I feel like it's just not quite what I had in my mind. So it is this. I believe it's part of the Roy range, and it's a really small crossbody bag. I feel like this would be a really nice clutch. It lacks a bit of structure though. I feel like it needed more like sturdiness in the middle, and also the thing that really turned me off about this was the chain. The chain like looks and feels very flimsy and, dare I say it, cheap. The original price of this I think was $500, and it was reduced to $300. So when I opened it, I was like, it's not, you know, that is not a lot for a Chloe bag. Chloe bags are expensive, but to me, that is a lot for something this small. And I was like, I knew it wasn't right. I really like the design. I just wish, like, the strap looks like something you would get on a Topshop bag, which is not necessarily saying anything bad about Topshop bags, but it would be like £15 in Topshop. So, you know, when you're kind of a bit like, this is not what I would imagine for a Chloe bag. Anyway, so that is going back, sadly. And then the other thing that I ordered from Net-a-Porter, I was so gutted. There's actually 3 other things actually. Ordered quite a lot of things from Net-a-Porter and none of them were right. This is the one I was most gutted about though, because I had seen this before it was in the sale and wanted it so badly. It's from T by Alexander Wang, and it is oversized black cricket jumper. It's got a really low neck. It's got frayed edges. I love it. It's got an underlay shirt underneath it, and that's where the problem comes in. So the front I absolutely love. It's got the shirt cuffs. It doesn't have the collar, but it's got like the tails as well. But the back is just, there's something about the fit of this that is just so wrong. It doesn't work at all. So the fabric of the material is that kind of fabric that like creases like a mofo and is just drives you absolutely nuts. And it also just doesn't fit right. It kind of billows out in a really unflattering way. I think the front of it is super flattering and I love it. And I just wish they had continued this down longer or made this shirt material out of a more kind of flowing fabric, because it just is stiff and awkward, and you know, it just doesn't look right. Something about it doesn't sit right on me, and I was gutted because I absolutely love the design and I would have worn it loads. I feel like it's a very practical piece that if it was right and fitted right, it would have been amazing. Another thing that I ordered is an equipment silk shirt from from Net-a-Porter, sorry. And again, this had the potential to be amazing. However, I did not quite understand the sleeves. Like, I obviously could tell from the pictures that the sleeves were like oversized and not like a normal shirt cuff, but they are enormous, like clown sleeves. So yeah, that is definitely going back. Sad times, because equipment silk shirts are the dream. So useful, really, really good staples. See, again, I was thinking staples for once, because this definitely wasn't a staple. This is another thing from equipment. This is a cashmere jumper. Again, I love the print of this. You can tell it's stars, it's cream with this like kind of camo-y star print. The cut of this is just really oversized to the point where I feel like this is a small. Equipment stuff usually comes quite big, to be fair, but I feel like even in an extra small, it would just be quite a boxy shape and just not quite right. Considering it's still like pretty expensive, I would want it to be like perfect. So that is going back. Another thing that I ordered from the Outnet at the same time as the other white shirt that I love is this white shirt from JW Anderson, and I feel like this had such potential. I could tell it was oversized on the model, so therefore I bought a size 8 instead of a size 10, which is a size down from my normal, but this is just, it's like a bed sheet. It's so big. It is just hugely oversized, and because I'm quite petite, it literally looks like I'm wearing my dad's nightshirt. Also, it has a stain on it, like an actual stain that looks like they've tried to wash it out, but it's still there. So even if it was good, I feel like it would go back anyway. But I do like the detail of this. It has these like tie sleeves, which look super cool, and I really liked the design. It's just way too oversized for me, even in the smaller size, and it swamped me. So that is going back. And then last but not least, on the returns front, are the other pair of Aqua Zara shoes. Again, these were from Louisa Via Roma in the same order as my other ones, and these had such amazing potential, and I still think they are I'm gonna get the one without the tag. They are the foxiest looking boots ever. They are so nice. However, on me, they just don't work because my legs are too short. They look like this. They are patent leather, and I'm not hot on patent leather. These are the Alma patent leather ankle boots. I love the design of these, how they go up at the back. I think they're super sexy. Again, they have the 85mm heel, so they're not too high. You could definitely wear them for the day and be okay. Beautiful point, like they just really like refined point. The leather is gorgeous, beautiful patent leather. However, they're too high on the ankle for me. Like these come up, they cut off the skinny part of my ankle and go straight onto my calf. Which is not a flattering look. So it basically looks like I've got cankles. If you had supermodel legs and they were much longer and slimmer than mine, I feel like these would be gorgeous. However, on me, not a good look. Also, because I have short legs and they went onto my like calves, when you try and walk, it's like this is so painful because you're trying to bend from your ankle and your ankle is like in the shoe. So if they were like this much lower, they would have been perfect for me. But no, sadly, not good. But they're beautiful. So nice. Anyway, so those are going back too. And that is everything I bought in the sales. I feel like this video seems like a lot, but actually if you think about it, there's only like 4 things that I'm actually keeping. I went nuts. I told you I went nuts on the ordering. I actually also think I kind of underestimated how much I had ordered, because I ordered everything on kind of successive nights without even really putting everything together, or like a list of what I was ordering. I didn't order everything all in one go. And I feel like it's been so busy throughout the festive period. A lot of the time I would be like checking the sales kind of late at night or really early morning before River woke up, and I would kind of order something and then not forget I'd ordered it, but it would kind of like be separate from the other order, and then everything arrived. I was like, oh my god. But I'm glad I found a really like good few select items, and like I said, it's so hard sale shopping when you can't actually go and try things on. On the plus side, I do think you do get better condition items. So most of these items, bar the one with the stain on it, are all like immaculate, like never even been tried on, as opposed to when you go shopping in the sales and you're like actually physically shopping yourself. I feel like a lot of the stuff is like a bit worn. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you got any bargains in the sales this year, and where from. Where did you think the best sales were? And I will see you again in a couple of days. Bye guys.